Good morning, everybody. I am here. There were times I wasn't sure what was happening. I had a spastic colon that occurred on my birthday. The lady next door brought me a Black Forest cake, and I did not know that the pink in the middle was cherries. Well, I'm not allowed peels. And while I figured that out real quick and had Doug eat the rest of the pink part, that one little bit got me. So now I'm very, very clear on many levels. So it's good to be back. See everybody. Now the schedule will be different this week because in this entire mess, our internet is wonky. So they're coming tomorrow morning to fix it. So I won't be available. So I'm going to add on Thursday. That's why I'm doing messages today. And then we'll see what I'm going to do. Normal Wednesday, and then Thursday will be what would be Monday. So I hope that works for everybody or whoever it does and can come. Apologize for my hair still being a little wet. It's a little hectic. We're used to working for a few days. So let's say hello to Chase and Christina. Carol, good morning. And Cavell and MKZ, good morning. And thank you. Thank you for all your prayers and messages and love. It was good. But it's always true. On your path, it's not going to always look the way you want it to look because we have to grow. And when things like this happen, then you got to just go through them and breathe, and more light comes. So that's how it is here today. So we're doing messages from Mother today. Yeah. And Cavell, I see your name, but I don't see you asking for a message, but I assume you do. Maybe you didn't get the thing about messages, so we'll all be fine. All right. So we're going to ask for Mother and Father to come be ever present in everybody's heart. And we're going to reach out to all the angels and all the ascended masters and to those from the universe who are walking on their path, all of whom are welcome to join us. And we're going to say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Breathe. Every time we do that, I see there's something more coming. Hasn't come yet, but I assume it will. All right. So I hope everyone here had a good, well, for me, it's kind of been a week and a half. A good week and a half. Let's see who else here came on. Barbara Ward and Anik. And Marby, good morning. Yes, glad that I received your message, Marby. Thank you. All right, so let's get started here. Chase, always good morning. Let's see what messages we'll call in Mother. So I see you standing there, Chase, and Mother. It's very interesting to you. She has a violet glove on her hand. Well, say violet energy. And she's going to walk you forward, which is away from me. And let's see where she's taking you. Hmm. She's walking you to a time where you were a princess. This is in a past life. And wanting you to begin to allow yourself to have memories come to you. And what would you do with them? Well, what we suggest that you do with them is see how that is incorporated itself into your life today. So I believe, and Mother is showing me here, that it's about ease. That's the word she brings you as we walk into this. I'm going to say what comes: a Mayan building, temple, and that you were the princess here. And at that time, I think there was a great confusion in your mind about how things are, how things worked. But there was also a developmental part within you about people and how people treat people. And perhaps you already know this, but that's been like a core issue of development for you in your life today, is how people treat other people. So what Mother's offering you to do is have an understanding of how it was here and what that young girl, I would say 15 is the first number that comes, 15, was having a discernment. And I think this is in the latter part of the development of the Mayan. And then how you today and how that's grown and your perceptions and what perceptions you no longer want to have, that how you choose to go about and change them. So that's why she's has the purple energy. She's offering you the violet flame to do this with in your work. And perhaps as she's showing you this, you will find other locations that in your past you have found that you can do the same sort of observation of the self and truly bring a healing and a transformation to the world we're living in today. Heaven knows there can be only help that will be given in today's world. So many blessings. Thank you. All right. Christina. All right. Let's see what Mother brings you. As she puts her hand out to you, the coloring is like a white, blue, pink marbling color. And she wants you to look at your root. That you must come to peace about where this life has chosen to place you. And live here and develop your light versus wanting to go there and live light. It's a recognition that you can live light here within this body. And that's going to open your willingness to become in your root, and it will be safer For all those energies can support you, whether it's the tube of light or Buddha, because you're here in the body and bringing light within you versus reaching out and above to discover it and being untethered. Yes, so the red light comes now. Scarlet red. For those that hold the greatest light are very rooted. And the scarlet red is a huge part of their existence. It is not just gold and yellow and it is being present, being strong, and being fulfilled. For you are here on earth learning. And the gift the earth brings all of us is the ability to connect in deep to the mother, where I am in the earth. So while I move on, take a moment and reach deep down into the center of the earth and rehear things that we speak of here today from a different place, not from a place of wanting or doubting or choosing, but from a place of being. Okay? Many blessings to you, Christina. All right. Thank you, Barbara. Let me look to see if you have somewhere you asked for a. Thank you for your kind words. And I don't see it. But I'm going to go ahead. And if for any reason you don't want, you can write me now. That way I don't have to keep going back where you were. And Kathy Marino, and there's Cavell's request. There is no lateness ever, Kathy. You know I'm more than a 1 minute person. Okay, Barbara, am I getting that right that you do want a message? We're going to have a day where we learn how to breathe. Because there's no way you can all tell me you're not at times stressful. And all right, so I'm going to move forward because you're all the way up here. You did request one. Well, I guess I'm not seeing it, but here we go. I'll look again on my way up. There it is right there. So then I can see it. All right, so here we go. Barbara Ward. Well, this is coming right away as she hugs you when she sees you and wishes to carry you and your light up to Sirius and wants to show you that you are on the board of elders of Sirius. I am one of those elders. Another person I know is one of those elders. So it is why when we think of Sirius, I believe there's a calming energy, but it's the seven sisters. I've also met horses that have been guards before in Sirius. So there's a lot that connecting yourself to Syrians and talking to them, feeling you're present with them, that's going to help you have a greater definition of yourself. Like there's a general in healing, and he comes with 50 to 100 beings to help me with healing sometimes. So I think it's a wonderful gift she's giving you. Not that she's placing you there, but she's supporting, reminding you that this is a part of your being. And yes. And so often we can see the Sirius star in the sky and remember who you are. And yes, it's connected to Egypt, the pyramids, excuse me, so many things. And this is going to just open wide your perception. So, many blessings to you on this day, Barbara Ward. And if you already knew, then she's saying just go deeper with it. So feel yourself sitting in that chair, in that boardroom, and listening to what's being talked about, said. All right? Many blessings. And remember, we offer all healings to everyone. And if you feel that's for you, or that you're part of that which requested it, then you can have it become part of your journey. All right, Joanna M., good morning. Let's see. Many blessings to you, Joanna. It's good to see you. All right, so Mother reaches out to you with the healing hand, a hand of green energy through both hands. And it's almost a mothering, literally, energy for you. And I see the two of you sitting, interestingly enough, on a couch where you can not be so rigid, like it's more familiar versus just being present. And she wants to take a moment and offer to you mother love. And let your hands stay connected, and she will send that to you. And you will begin to feel, and this is no disrespect to your mother, but it is that your journey over through time has been to always have that be maybe a step away from you. And while you may have a great mother love yourself, this is also letting you know that it can deepen and be more present and radiate, and you'll see a difference in your personality if you allow this to be so. A lot of the stress will go because in allowing this level of the deep energy of mother love to come into your heart, there's an acceptance and a knowingness and have resolution to difficulties come to you. Yes, this energy is filling you up. And there's a calmness that comes with it. Not so much looking, but owning that there's a mother's love that you are part of. Breathe deeply 3 times. And allow it to relax you. The day will come as it does, and you'll be prepared as you need be. Do not rush or worry, for that is what brings the turbulence and the energy. So it's a new place for you to learn to be and surrender and acceptance of the 2 words she brings. Surrender and acceptance. Okay, Joanna, enjoy. Many blessings. Well, we will all be grateful, Barbara Ward, for a week of peace, harmony, and blessings. Works for me. And Chase wishes us all the same. And Joanna M. Remember to hit the like button. And here we have Cavell. Anabasha. Wishing everybody good morning. Let's see. I'm looking. There it is. All right. I have to find where I was. There we are. All right, this is for Cavell. I have to say, well, let me go within and see what I'm seeing. Today, Mother is taking you to your soul temple. If you were here, we all went to the soul temple one day. She's taking you there. And this healing and this experience today is about your soul. Yes, there's a lot of questions coming to me from you, Cavell, or maybe others. Does the soul need to heal? Yes. And why? Because it is a developmental part of the process of evolving. So here for you, where this experience that she's going to bring to you is a deficit in the soul, which in bringing light and love to it will enhance not only the soul aspect of you, but then the higher light part of you that is attempting to increase. So let's give her voice to explain. All right. This is a pattern in the soul that you have pretty much had the entire time. Achievement is a word, and fear is the next word. On a deep level of becoming very, I will change the word, successful, is where this plays. So there is a possibility, for all things are up to you, of bringing achievement to completion. And maybe there are things you have, but perhaps this is about your growth. And the fear of, well, what would that look like? And it is an entire process that each individual must go through, is to overcome the fear of becoming. So as she brings you here to your soul, it speaks that this lies from the beginning of its existence here in the soul level. For you would probably question, is my soul developed? And it would be this questioning of yourself that continues to exist that we're looking at. So her resolution for you is to sit quietly. Let yourself, and you need to simply call upon her, and together go to your soul temple and sit within the front room and ask to understand what you're afraid of. And you're going to be shown instances where achievement had not brought you happiness. And this time is to bring that part of you love. Because it was part, like I said earlier, the path has ups and downs, but in the end, it brings you the realization of the truth. So you must begin to realize that if these situations had not occurred, you wouldn't be here today or where you're going to be next month or next year, because it was part of the path. And now her suggestion is simply take a moment, take a few moments, take 100 moments, and look at these two words and see what they mean to you. Or can you answer them? Or is it time and over existence that will take you to discover? For this is a depth inside you with your own work to find achievement and fear becoming the best I can, and to be in complete acceptance of that. You see? So, many blessings to you, Cavell. I think you're going to have a wonderful ride. Blessings. All right. MKC. Yes, you may have a message. And as I go to connect your energy, I can see the last message I gave you. And yet today, I come to speak to the child inside of you. The child that wasn't sure what life was or is. The child, not that you were afraid, but you didn't have a knowing about where you were going. But perhaps part of that is still where you are being here today. Where is it meant for you to go and to grow to? This is fine. That isn't the difficulty. The difficulty is in the not knowing and the willingness. There's your word. The willingness to stand in a place that's uncomfortable, knowing it's going to bring you more. Let's just contemplate that for a moment. Willingness to stand in a place that's uncomfortable and be able to begin to interpret and understand what it's going to bring to you as you sit there. And it changes and it looks different and it becomes, that which it truly intended to begin to be. That a normal person's fears or doubts or, oh, that can't be right. All those things throw on clouds and layers of shelving, clothing that prevent you from seeing the truth. So here I'm asking you to invite the uncomfortable. Not that you have to live it, but have a space where you go and you invite it and let it unveil itself to you. Be aware of your response as that comes and how you react and what you do with it. And then I want you to use one word. I want you to begin to love it. And see how the picture changes. See how what you feel changes. And see if you begin to take it out into your life, in our world, how your world will change. Many blessings to you, MKC. Good. I like that message. I'm glad to see everybody here too. I missed everyone. Thank you, Barbara. Good morning, Annick. All right, Marby. Thank you for all your kind words. Let's see what Mother's going to bring you to. Yes, again, I'm seeing she brought you to a loving heart. A deep love within you. So, I can only share with you that which I see brought, and she wants to talk to you about the opposite sex. And she says that to let you know it's not about sex, it's about a male. And what this is going to gently do is bring us to the male part of you. That is who you have, if I could say, anger at. Angered at her, well, in your perception, perhaps your inability to give you that which you want. So this thought has moved out through time to a male actually standing in form across from you. So let's go within the male within you, inside the heart. And ask the feminine side, honestly, how she feels about the male part of you. And he will look like a male inside you. And then I offer you only one word. I offer you forgiveness. For it is in union that things become that which we truly desire. And when we choose to live in separateness or separate, I guess it was the same word that came, wasn't it? You're not finding and discovering that which you really want. So offer forgiveness. Not only to the male side does this accomplish it, but to within yourself. Forgive yourself. And this is just going to pour over you like waves of violet energy. Shattering, consume. Shattering, consume. Shattering, consume. All cause, core, and effect of whatever this pattern was about. You are a strong, vital, powerful female that holds love and compassion and gentleness. So see if you can go here to this place within you where there is both. And we want to eventually see them dancing together in like a tango, where there's a strength and a determination, but it's in unity. teeth. So, very good. Many blessings to you, Barbie. Whew. Okay. Kathy, did you ask? Yep, there it is. Okay. We've spoken to Barbie Cavell. That was her message. All right. Kathy Marino. I have to say, when I see your name and I work with you, I always think of your mother. So please give her many blessings from me, for I will send her love. So let's see what it is here for you. It is a very simple word that comes. I'm going to give it a moment, because if it is then for your mother, I will say to you, gentleness comes to her. And I think that is what it is. She's desiring to bring gentleness to her. So now let me go deeper with her and see what's here for you. So Mother shows me you're on a sailing boat. And just quickly, it is the air that breathes and blows that has this boat move forward. Rarely does the boat go all the way over because it has a keel on the bottom. So there is a level of safety here. It would just kind of spin out. So what she would like for you to do is find that breaking line and choose differently. What does that mean? In life, where is it that you get to then has you just either, I'm going to say this word, I'll see what follows it, give up, or shut down, or walk away? I'm sure you can hear these words. So again, she sees you on this boat and sees the numerous times in which it breaches. That's the word, breaches. And so it's about supporting you in not having these breaching type of moments in life. What you need to do is sit in this moment and let yourself get rooted down deep into the earth. And ask God to come and speak to you or Mother. What's really going on here? What is it that I cannot see? What is it that I'm not getting? Instead of going into the giving up energy. Because there's something there that if you only need to hold on for a moment, it's all that's needed. It's a different choice. It's a different breath. It's a different resolution. And perhaps, my friend, it's acceptance. as you grow upon your path, you'll see more and more experiences of times where you have to take a breath and have acceptance. So, if you're saying to me, I do that, fine, then let's take it to a deeper level of doing it. How do you do that? Sit and be quiet and go deep, deep inside, not in just this world, but there's somewhere inside you that you are getting angry, having a tantrum, walking away, or somewhere there's giving up versus learning the power and self-love and acceptance and moving forward and without the obstacle in front of you. So, many blessings to you. Happy Marino. Very good. Julie Johnson, we're glad to have you here. Let's see if anyone else I need to say hello to. Good morning, Prime 3. Okay. Oh, good the waves. Cavell says thank you. All right, so Julie Johnson, here we go. This is a very interesting vision I see here, Julie. And you have a shopping cart, and it is full. It makes me wonder how often you feel that in your life. And I also feel a level of stress. Perhaps a stress about life, a stress about having to gather things into a cart. We can go many ways with this. Let's see what Mother decides is appropriate for you now. And she's going to take you into the stress of it. So many things to do, to be present at and help. And in it you lose you. And the stress comes as we move deep within the self, as she takes you by the hand and lets you begin to feel deep in the breath where you haven't been in a while. Too much busyness in this cart. You know, the life that everyone here seeks is one where you're always in a continuum in that depth of peace. And allow life to come, touch you, and bring you the lesson, and to let it move into becoming and have you be more and more light. So here for you, Julie, is to begin to ponder on each thing you have in this basket. And what is the highest and best good for you to do with it? Do you need to have a basket on the side that you put things that simply need to just be love and sit and just send them love? Or are there other things that you have to do? And I think the doing part is what gets into an overwhelm for you. And I want you to bring to that the word simple. Because God is simple. The energy and the manifestation through God of so many things comes, but it comes simply. So whatever it is that's creating the intrigue, that it has to be difficult and massive and deep, I want you to bring the word simple to it. I really don't want to make this more than it need to be, but through that, I hope you get the idea that it's time now to go within you and this cart that you seem to tote around with you. And let's see how it would feel to have the cart complete. I just didn't say empty, I said complete. That will have mean that you have given the correct attention to each and every piece and can set your heart free, can set your being free. And begin to sit and have time just to love you, just to discover a journey. What a concept, huh? Many blessings to you on this day, Julie Johnson. All right. And yes, thank you. I'm feeling so much better. All right, prime 3. Thank you, prime 3. All right, prime set 3. Let's see what Mother's going to bring. Prime 3. First thing I see is lifting along. It's like a dark thing that has a lot of boxes of some kind. It's all dark. Off the back of your neck and set them down. For it only is similar to Julie with the cart. Too many things, all too many ones at a time, makes it difficult to discover, first of all, who you are, and then to decisively choose how to love and experience each thing in your life. So, when you go in your meditation, I want you to take a moment and sit all that down away from yourself. Otherwise, you're making it yourself. It's becoming you. And then that's when what people call getting lost happens. You get lost to the diversity of that which has really nothing to do with the core essence of who you are, but it is the piece of you that you learn to put into action for development, you see? So as we place that down off your neck behind you, let me see what my next image is. And you go 10, 20 years younger. So you're at a core time in life to not have this learned response. And it's not about becoming unresponsible or whatever words you may be using, because God's going to help you bring resolution to these things. God's going to help you bring resolution to these things. And I'll give you an example. Before my incident, we were going to go up north to see my grandson, and we have a storage of our stuff still up there for 4 years now. It's become expensive. My naturopath said, don't go, you won't get home. No, something's going to happen. Well, little did we know something did happen. It's a good thing we didn't go. So as we're sitting, my husband and I, the other day, and it came to me. Exactly, because we didn't know what to do. Just move them to another one in the area and it'll start to be real cheap again. Now, you got to know, we didn't come up with that. So we looked yesterday, and instead of being $400, it can go back to be $120. Big difference. My point is here, if you're not taking that moment to ask God's help, and then to be open to be receptive to anything but how you linear think it will work, you can get a profound answer. So here we are getting a huge change, and didn't have to go up. At least it's a lot less than what it's taking every month. You see? So this is what you need to do, Prime 3. You need to sit and ask God to help you with this compartmented experience, because you're at cost of being lost. And it's never that any of us want to be lost. We want to find peace and harmony in the experience of life as we know it. So it's not always easy. It took us till after all that to come to that realization. So certainly it is not easy, but it does exist. And I just showed it to you. So many blessings to you and everyone else who may or may not want to make use of that wisdom. All right. All right. Just continue. Okay. And Julie says her cart is full. Simple is her way through. That's right. And Kathy says, Mother TheoSophia, this message is perfect for me and describes exactly what I am feeling. I will center myself and call in Father and Mother. Blessings to you. See, sometimes the simplest things we don't think are going to have any value, but it is those things that really are powerful and really work. You know? And I'm at the end. So, again, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. The people are going to come to see what's going on with this Wi-Fi, internet, whatever it's called. Wednesday, I will do a normal Wednesday, and I will add Thursday. Here's the difference. I have to do that Thursday at 10:30. And when my husband sends it out, he'll make sure for you to see that, but so you can see if that works in your schedule or not. It will be at 10:30 because I have an 11 o'clock or a 10 o'clock. No, wait a minute, that's not right. See, you made me think about it. Thursday. Best I look at my calendar, right? I have a 10 o'clock, that's right. All right, so we'll keep it at 11. I may be a few minutes late, but we'll keep it at 11 for Thursday. And I would think I'm going to have a profound message or bring a master through. You can write me subjects you'd like to hear about or questions you have. I would assume there would be many, but who am I? So I wish all of you who've been on today, now we're almost at 12 o'clock, contemplate each message, see if you can find it inside you. A lot of powerful work was talked about today. So after all, we are all on the path. And just being happy and hi, It's not the way. You have to dig inside. You have to embrace and love yourself. And you have to deepen your awareness of all of who you are. All right. Many blessings. Thank you for sticking with me the whole time. Make sure to tell your friends. And much love to all of you. I'll see you Wednesday at 11. All right. Bye-bye.